Welcome back to the iSimulate channel. How is everybody doing? While I'm still having fun playing Hollywood Animal, I think the channel needs some content from another game after 7 episodes on Hollywood Animal. Therefore, this video is going to be the first episode on Ale Abbey, a monastery brewery tycoon. In beer we trust. Let's get started. Ale Abbey is called Monastery of iSimulate.
Oh, your maltiness, you finally arrived! Welcome to Ale Abbey, the monastery of the Fermentine Order. I'm Brother Maltus, your appointed counselor. Together, we're going to make brewing history. Don't worry, I'll guide you through your first steps. So, let's get started.
Ale Abbey currently has 2 fermentines, olive and Gavinius. Each fermentine has 5 skills. Intelligence, this is a measure of your fermentine's intellect. It mostly impacts the quality of a recipe and the production of research points. Intuition is the natural feel that allows the brewers to obtain the best quality from their brew and increases the chances of special traits in a recipe. It also increases the success chance when negotiating with the merchant. Ora elabora. The higher their productivity, the faster your fermentines will complete their task. Contentment comes not from our possessions, but how appreciative we are of our circumstances. Keep them well-fed, warm, comfy, and supplied with ale, and your fermentines will stay happy and productive. Woe to those who rise early in the morning, that they may run after strong drink, who tarry late into the evening as wind inflames them. This bar shows how strong a fermentine is, as they will definitely take a sip or two in the abbey.
Well, we finally made it. Never thought they'd need a bishop all the way up here. Oh, hello. I usually avoid fanfare, but it's always nice to have a welcoming committee. Now, let's skip the small talk. I'm here to make sure the clergy is handled and our local interests are kept in check. The monastery looks reasonable, but we can do better. I'll oversee, manage, direct, and, at times, demand. Off you go now. I have some serious pondering to do. Your maltiness. To expand our holy brewing mission, we need florins, and for that, we need to sell ale. We don't know many styles yet, so we can keep it simple. Let's whip up a recipe for a light ale, perfect for this hot spring. Oh, I'm parched just thinking about it. Now, off to the library. Time to find us a desk.
Okay, understood. Let us put a recipes desk in our library. This is where our scholars craft recipes. Our scholars will also need candlelight. And then we can craft a new recipe. The style would be light ale. At this point, its quality ranges from 0 to 10. Pale malt and stranded yeast are mandatory ingredients. We need to compile a good mix so that all 4 virtues of this ale fall in the green zone. I would ask Olive, who gives higher quality bonus, to work on the recipe. And we are going to name it Light Ale 1. After readying the recipe, the bishop visits again.
I expected birdsong and nature's peace, but instead, it's murmuring, wailing, and snoring. This has to stop. Find your fermentines a proper place to sleep or I'll lose my mind. And no, floors don't count, no matter how fancy. For the love of hops, build a dormitory with beds for these poor souls. They'll thank you, and so will I.
No problem. I also want a team of happy fermentines. We build a dormitory and arrange a bunk bed in it. The bishop has a task for you.
The time has come, your maltiness, to brew our version of ambrosia. Set up a brewery with a boiler and a fermenter. Instruct a brewer on how to wash their hands and leave them to it. Pick any recipe you like. I'm eager to see if everything I heard about your brewing prowess is true.
I can't wait to start brewing either. To start, we need a basic brewing stove and a basic fermenter in our brewery. Not long ago, we craft our first recipe. Thanks to Olive, its quality ranges from 4 to 34. It's time to task Gaviniers with something. We are going to brew 100 liters. The ingredients cost 116 florins. Please start. As you may notice, it's getting dark. Good that we have built a dormitory for our fermentines. The next day, Gaviniers start brewing. The light ale 1 is of quality 14, which is acceptable. Now we can ship that to Hopfendorf. The selling price is going to be 28 florins per 10 liters. That means the revenue is going to be 280 florins. Our current reputation in Hopfendorf is 0. Over time, as we progress, our reputation will grow. Then we get to unlock more markets and ale styles.
Listen, ale and faith are necessary, but your fermentines can't live on spirit alone. Sure, they could cook, but we need them focused on brewing. So, let's find someone to handle their meals. It's a dull task, but if you build a refectory and properly equip it, a volunteer will surely step up. Free of charge, naturally.
I would place the refectory next to the dormitory. So the left side of the abbey is for the needs of our fermentines. The right side will be for the various function rooms where our fermentines work.
Now that our fermentines' bellies are full, there's no excuse. Time to focus on brewing. Remember, ale is the only path for our monastery to thrive, both spiritually and, if I may add, financially. It's only by brewing it that we lift the fermentine order up. Throughout our lives, we must brew, and brew we shall, over and over again.
I totally agree with you, Bishop. This time let's ask Olive to brew. She will begin in the next morning as it's dinner time now. Olive managed to brew 100 liters of light ale of 34 quality. It's an ale of considerable merit. Let me check. Olive is of rank 2, while Governors is of rank 1. That's why Olive is performing so much better.
Brewing tethers us to tradition, but there is still progress to be made. That's our latest directive. I don't know what cosmic revelations can be extracted from toying around with 4 ingredients, but stranger things have happened. Build a laboratorium. Equip it. Staff it. Try not to blow anything up.
The laboratorium will sit on the far right of our abbey. This is where research will be done. Our researcher will need an escritoire. This week we sold 68 liters of ale for 228 florins. Nice. As the bishop has said, we must brew, and brew we shall. Our abbey needs more florins, so I'll ask Olive to brew another 100 liters.
Your maltiness. As esteemed as it may be, our monastery has begun accumulating character. Dust bunnies the size of pilgrims are gathering in the corners, and the refectory floor is now more litter than stone. We're in dire need of a maintenance locker. Research how to build it, and get this place cleaned up.
Of course. We have the 10 research points required to unlock monastery maintenance, and then we can put a maintenance locker in our refectory. And then we can clean and refill the candle lights.
Much like everyone else, I feel the unbearable heat under these habits. But I've come up with a solution. Cellars. We'll tell the clergy it's for the loggers. Cool temps, long-term storage. Nobody would come looking. Actually, research will make it even more believable. Research cellars and their barrels, and let's start construction right away.
To unlock cellar, we need 25 research points. Governors is assigned to research now. He's producing 1 research point every 16 hours. Now that we have built a modest level of reputation in Hopfendorf, we start receiving orders. Someone needs 100 liters of light ale for Veterans Day. The quality needs to be above 0. They will make an advance payment of 105 florins. The rest we will receive after delivery. Except, on the other hand, we can unlock the cellar. We should now build a staircase to underground level 1 and then a cellar. By the way, we have hired 1 more fermenting, Friederius. This is to keep our fermenters happy as they can take turns to rest. In the cellar, we need a barrel. The market of Hopfendorf now has an interest in ale brewed with the blonde ale style. This is because our abbey has reached the first reputation milestone.
Your maltiness. We've caught tiny Hopfendorf's attention all right. A smaller market, certainly, but we could fatten their orders bringing them a new ale style. Something light, easy to drink, and affordable. A blonde ale, perhaps?
Every day we take steps in the right direction, yet our fermentines still seem somewhat preoccupied. And we both understand that for our beers to stay bubbly, our brewers need to be too. With the cellars up and running, why not fill a barrel with a brew and give them full access to it? After all, an empty barrel is a cost that weighs heavily on both wallet and soul. That should put a foam stash and a smile on their faces.
Okay, First, let's create a new recipe. We need 2 virtues in the yellow range. This should do. Frederick should work on it. We are going to call this light ale 2. Our fermenters can use an ale now. That's what we should provide. Another batch of light ale has just been brewed. Instead of shipping it, we store this 100 liters in our cellar, and we need to mark this barrel as drinkable by fermenters. To unlock blonde ale, we still have to brew 100 liters of our new light ale recipe. Gaviniers is going to work on it. And blonde ale is unlocked. Its quality ranges from 0 to 12, slightly higher than that of the light ale. So, how do you find Ale Abbey? Now we have the basic setup in our monastery. We are ready to shine and thrive in the following episodes. Take care and I will see you next time.